I combine chapter 1 and chapter 10 because I think it gives us a good foundation in which to build from. Chapter 10 is all about this idea of time balance and the mental and emotional impact that has on us, and finding a way to balance the urgent and the important, which again, with technology and social media, is a lot more challenging than it probably used to be, and realizing what is urgent and what is important, and focusing on what we need to get done and not always what others get done. And in doing so, we begin to analyze how we spend our days and what we do in a day. And it's really interesting when you sit there and think about what you do in a day and how much of it is a focus on you and how much is a focus on others and completing tasks or requirements for others and not getting done what you need to get done, that important. And do we prioritize ourselves? And what I've found through teaching this class is the answer is usually no. We prioritize others, and because of that, we begin to have these mental health and emotional issues because we don't take the time to prioritize ourselves and our needs. And with mindfulness, you begin to set aside time for yourself so that you become the priority again. And we'll see in some of these assignments, it becomes pretty obvious when we look at the big picture and we look at what's going on that our priorities are often others, which is somewhat misguided. So we'll think about that time balance and how we can begin to refocus on ourselves. The great example in this chapter is the calendar example, in which you begin to write out your calendar for the next day, and you begin to see these different meetings that we go to and all these meetings that we sit in that are often unproductive, and the mental and emotional drain that takes on us, the impact that has. And as part of our assignment, doing that calendar example, when we think about a big meeting or a conference or whatever it may be, and just that feeling we get from it, the stress, the nervousness, the dread of that. I know for me, I've had jobs before where, come Sunday night, I could feel my mood change. I could feel that I was unhappy and not looking forward to work. And that's a tough way to live. And that can hopefully be something we can address with being mindful, that we can become more present and learn to balance our time and focus more on us and focus more on making sure that we are addressing what needs to be addressed, that important, before we go for focus on the urgent. And that is, I think, ties in directly to mindfulness and where we're trying to go in this class, and trying to be more aware of who we are and what mental and emotional issues we deal with and what spurs those, and developing methods to combat those, or at least reduce those feelings of tension or stress or anxiety as we go through our daily lives.